friends. Hello, everyone. Let's see if this is working now. I would say yes, it is. I have great news. I had some wonderful people help me figure out how to get back on my computer, Facebook on my computer. I needed to delete cookies and cache or whatever the hell that's called. So anyway, I'm experimenting back on my computer, yay, so I can see that I am live on my phone. So welcome to Monday. It is Monday, August 17th, 2020. And if you are joining me live or on the replay, please say hello so I can know that you're here. And you can just put your favorite emoji in the comments, or you can say, hey, what's up? Whatever, suits your fancy. Just, let me know that you're here if you are so inclined, because that makes me very happy. And then I can give you a shout out and know that you are here with me now or the replay. So, anyway, welcome to Monday. I am very glad that what turned out to be 9 days of fun, love, and a fresh perspective, the first 9 days of this month has now, and then last week I did 5 days of nourishment and offered a plethora of holistic wellness workshops. You can watch the replays on my Minnetonka profile feed. And but now I'm back for fun, love, and a fresh perspective. So thank you so much for joining. Today is day 1 of 5 days, and we're going to do Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern and 9 a.m. Pacific. So my name is, some of you know me as Minnetonka. I'm a burlesque dancer, and some of you know me as Alyssa. I'm a nutritional therapist and wellness coach. And at this point, I've been coming to you for about 3 weeks now, live here on my Minnetonka profile, whereas for the past many months, I have been offering very similar workshops and insights and love and positive energy on my nutrition and wellness page and in my private group. So my intention really is to expand that energy and love and share with my friends and community here on my Minnetonka page. So that's why we're here. So thank you so much for joining me. So 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 what I'm doing this week is I am going to be sharing reflections from of the affirmation of the day from one of my teachers. Her name is Louise Hay. And she really informed me during my she always informs me and teaches me, but many years ago when I was just starting out on my healing journey from an autoimmune disease, I have rheumatoid arthritis. I was blessed to come across her work and her teachings about thoughts and belief work, and I have since really taken a hold to her affirmations, and my perspective on affirmations are that it's not about always being positive, but rather taking an affirmation or some positive words that you read or see or someone shares with you and really reconsidering it and seeing how it might apply to your life, but really kind of more like, in a way, just, I don't know, picking it apart, if you will, and not just taking it on face value, because I think that, some of us can see an affirmation or think, oh, I don't want to be forced to think positively, or that doesn't really apply to my life. I don't feel that. That's inauthentic to me. So, what I've been doing and what I really believe, and sharing this with you coming live, is that we have this opportunity to have an affirmation of the day. And I would like to offer my insight and reflection on it so it can kind of give you maybe a fresh perspective on how to think about your life in a new way that might really serve you or help you or benefit you. So, and I do have to say that this weekend's affirmations were so dang good. They were like, I was like, I need to take a break. And so I'm back here. But so this, So I am going to do my little, here we are. This is my You Can Do It calendar from Louise Hay, her daily affirmation calendar. So I am peeling it off. You guys can hum a little tune. Boom, here we go. There we go. There they look, that went flying. Okay. All right, people. Oh my God. Okay, this is so funny. Okay, not so funny, but so fabulous. Um, so I want to read this affirmation, and this is the affirmation that is for today, and this is perfect, and I'm very excited. Okay, I was going to talk about intuition, but not today. Um, Here it is. Water is my favorite beverage. I drink lots of it to cleanse and energize my body and mind. Water is my favorite beverage. I drink lots of it to cleanse and energize my body and mind. Okay, so now that I'm on my computer, I can do this. I can do it this, and then you can take a screenshot of me smiling next to it if this resonates with you. You can say it with me. Water is my favorite beverage. I drink lots of it to cleanse and energize my body and mind. Okay, you guys. All right. So let me just guess what this is. This is water. So yesterday I went to the farmer's market and they had all these different kinds of mint. And I was like, what's the difference? And there was just like difference in I guess intensity of the flavor. And this is apple mint. So oh my God, Allison! Oh my God. Okay, do you know that I'm obsessed with Kermit and the fact that you just put that freaking Kermit with being what? Will you, do you have my phone? Will you text that to me? How do I get that? That's amazing. Thank you. Cheers, l'chaim, to Kermit being just like flooded with water and to us hydrating. So I'm going to take a sip of water. So, side note, I do need to change the title of this because it's about intuition. Because I was actually like my brain was so on yesterday's affirmation, and it's actually about water, which I can always make connections with all this stuff, so we can tie in intuition with water for sure. However, you guys, this is what I have learned in my years on this earth. Most people's favorite, it was intuition. Most people's favorite beverage. Well, you know what? I'm gonna actually take a step back. What's your favorite beverage? Put it in the comments. What is your favorite beverage? Put it in the comments, please. Whatever that is, whether it be a lime cherry slush, whether it is water, whether it is tequila, whether it is coffee, whether it is I'm trying to think of something funny, like a funny beverage that could be someone's favorite. Okay, all right, Kool-Aid. And I do have to say, if you happen to be drinking Crystal Light, please throw that crap away. Any diet drink of any sort with any fake crap of any sort, goodbye. Okay, so anyway, today's affirmation is water is my favorite beverage. I drink lots of it to cleanse and energize my body and mind. So I happen to know that that is not truth for everyone. Water and tea, yay. Okay, well, Allison, yours is water and tea, more specifically half vanilla black tea and regular black coffee, my black. Yeah. Okay, so here's the deal. I would say that water necessarily isn't my favorite beverage, but I really love it. And but I do know that everyone in their mind, people have a different relationship with water, and everyone knows that we need to stay hydrated and drink water, but a lot of people just have a really hard time with that. So this affirmation, water is my favorite beverage, what I have been talking about, what I love about these affirmations is that when someone might read that, hey man, if water is your favorite beverage and you read that affirmation and you're like, hells yes, water is my favorite beverage. I drink lots of it to cleanse and energize my body and mind. And you are just like so dang proud of yourself. I mean, hallelujah. L'chaim, cheers to that. But I would say, in my personal and professional experience, that is not the case. Most people do have a little bit more of a challenging time hydrating. It is kind of a common thing to be, and people aren't even aware. People are chronically dehydrated. I have actually, this is perfect because I've done a lot of educating and teaching around hydration. So I will happily put in the comments one of my articles or blog posts, if you will, about hydration. But right now we're talking about this affirmation and how it can really apply to life. So let's just assume crystallite, I know, oh my goodness. So let's just assume that water is not your favorite beverage and you're having a hard time hydrating and you know that it's good for you, but maybe you don't even really know why. You kind of have a little bit of a sense of it. So this is what I have to say about these affirmations. I'm going to bring it back to what I've been saying if you've been following me for a while, or been even recently, the past couple of weeks, you know, with affirmations I love to add in what if, to add this kind of energy of possibility, especially if it's something that you are striving towards. I think when you add in that phrase, what if, it kind of expands your energy to this possibility of maybe a change or opening your heart or your mind to something. So instead of saying water's my favorite beverage and you're like, no, it's not. What if water was my favorite beverage? What if I drank lots of it to cleanse and energize my body and mind? What if water was my favorite beverage? What if I drank lots of it to cleanse and energize my body and mind? And I have to say, I'm so glad that I can give this as an example. You know, I actually just love plain water, but what I love to recommend to you is that those of you who, even if you love water or you're like, I just really need to mix it up, I love infusing it. So, you know, there's the very common, you know, lemon water thing. Lime water is really awesome. This is fresh mint from the farmer's market. And I actually might be adding a half of a lime a little bit later today to a new glass of this, because mint and lime, how beautiful. So there's like, it's a way to kind of make your own spa water in a way and make it fun. Satina, infused water is such a great way to introduce hydration. I know, it's amazing. What? Oh my God, do you infuse your water? What do you do? So I actually am kind of been obsessed with fennel lately, but I haven't infused my water. I've been doing fennel in smoothies, which I've never done before, and it's like super wonderful. Cucumber and mint is your favorite. Okay, awesome. Oh my God, cucumber is so refreshing. But I love even just experimenting with, even if you just did like a, you know, like it could be some sort of citrus, but like fennel or even like basil, you know, or even like rosemary, thyme, kind of getting in those interesting flavors, or, you know, just even if you know, truly you can kind of experiment with anything, even just berries or just some like pineapple, and at the end, you know, you get to it and you get a little like, you know, a gift of pineapple, especially if it's like frozen fruit, you know, and then it's kind of like fun at the end, you know, kind of like with sangria, but it's actually water. I mean, hey, so um so yeah, so I love today's affirmation, which I was, like I said before, I was reading yesterday. It's in my mind. It was about intuition. So so you know what? Why not? Let's just talk about intuition for a second. So, in fact, I just threw the affirmation on the floor as I took it away. So I'm just gonna share this real quick because I feel like water is it's such a wonderful, huge topic, and it's something that I I talk and teach about so often. And so I think it's kind of fun just to do a quick little, oh, here's the affirmation about water. And then I'll share in the comments my article on water. And I've done Facebook Lives about hydration and stuff like that. So that's something that if you're interested, you could ask me about or check out. So this is yesterday's intuition. This is yesterday's affirmation, which bonus, it's happening. Okay, so it is, I listen to my intuition as it always guides me in wondrous ways. Let me just acknowledge that it's 12:18, so I do want to be a little quick about it, but okay. So yeah, nice nails there, Alyssa. Let me just, it was a little dirty nail there. Sorry, let me just clean it up, or maybe not show it and go like this. There we go. Okay, so speaking of Louise Hay, one of my teachers, she talks about intuition as this inner ding, which I think is, for some, maybe a little bit more accessible than intuition, because I think intuition can be such a, I think, intimidating thing. Like, what is intuition? How do you access it? Do you listen to your head? Do you listen to your chest? Do you listen to your heart? Do you listen to your gut? Like, two affirmations. Thank you, Allison. Two affirmations to the price of one. Such value. You know what? That's what I'm here for. Monday, August 17th. Two affirmations for the price of one. Free. Yay. Okay. So I really, I'm obsessed with intuition, but quite honestly, and I've been working on listening to my freaking intuition for, I don't know, 20 years. And probably more. I'm in my 40s, so like maybe probably since my 20s. But so the thing about intuition, I would like to just offer Louise Hay's one of her teachings on it, which is that your inner ding. And I think that, okay, right, what is this tuition? How does I get? Okay, so oh my God, that's funny. Okay, so I think that so many of us have this inner ding. And you know what? I have to share a quick story. This is freaking crazy, you guys. This was probably 2005. And I was performing with this show called Nice Jewish Girls Gone Bad. And we were going to perform in like Kingston, New York that night. It was a Saturday. And I went out to run an errand that or whatever on Saturday. A few hours before we were going to go, I was going to be picked up and go on the road trip to go perform that night. And so I was running an errand, and I remember I was like a few blocks away from my house, and I just remember I stopped and I said, should I go get a bagel? Or should I go home? Now, this was before I was gluten-free, and it's been 8 years, and God bless bagels. I ate so many of them, but I was like, I stopped, and it was the weirdest thing, and I was stuck, and I thought, why am I feeling out of the blue that I need to get a bagel? Like, I didn't need it. I don't even remember, but it's like, do I go home? Do I get a bagel? Do I go home? And I just felt this like pull to go get a bagel. It was the weirdest. It was like, it just was odd for that time for whatever reason. And, and, and I just was so torn because I was like, well, I need to get back. But I really felt this like intuitive pull to go get a bagel. So I went and I got a bagel. I came back to my apartment, and there were police and my landlord, or my superintendent. It turns out that I live on the 4th floor. I'm still in the same apartment. Someone had climbed on the roof. I had left my window open. They had climbed through my freaking window from my fire escape, and the person across the way and the other building, because there's like a courtyard, had seen someone go into my window and called the superintendent. And then the police were literally, had I not gone to get a bagel, I would have been in my apartment and someone would have gotten in my wind. Like, I don't even know what, actually, I don't know what would have happened, but like that was one example of this, I don't know, kind of a strange example of an inner ding, because I think we could all um, relate to that inner ding. I hope we can. I want to help you to recognize what that inner ding is. So, but that was some intuitive call to get a bagel that was so like somehow, somewhere, my body and the universe and my intuition knew that I needed to not go home at that moment because someone was literally breaking into my apartment. And sad to say, I was so, like messed up and lost my mind. And I had to go to the police, precinct. And then I had to cancel going, performing that night. And that was upsetting, but the whole thing was like madness. But yesterday's affirmation, I listened to my intuition as it always guides me in wondrous ways. I think that, I know, glad they didn't get me so, oh God, that was frightening. But, I think that if we think about, our intuition, and some of us do have a hard time accessing it and understanding like what's the difference between our head and our heart. And I think that there is this sense of, I think, and I've been working on this for so many years with our intuition, there is a body energy to it. You can feel it in your heart, or you can feel it in your gut. I think that there is, sometimes I feel like a sense of heat in a way. It's happened a lot, honestly, in relationships and dating, where I would feel this kind of heat that was like, I guess like an inner intuition of maybe a red flag, which is super interesting. But I think that inner ding, what what Louise Hay offers us is that we don't listen to it. A lot of us do, and even a lot of us who really been really working on trusting ourselves and our bodies, and doing a lot of like inner emotional and spiritual work, like myself, for like my whole life. It still can be challenging to like know what your intuition is, like what's even the point of listening to it, and how and why. So I guess I just, looking at the time, because again, I want to really keep these like shorter, but I think that, why listening to your intuition, um, I think because we always know what's best for us, and we think that we might not know, but I think internally we do know if we give ourselves and honor ourselves and learn to trust ourselves, and and just really honestly like be patient, and know that we do have this inner wisdom. It's really something that I work on teaching with clients, and it's something that I have a small group coaching course that's starting next Wednesday. It's called Nourish to You Flourish. And it's something that we do talk about, is really connecting to your inner wisdom and how that can really help guide you as you are trying to make mindset shifts and lifestyle shifts to really help best serve you and align with like, and really be like aligned with your goals and your purpose. So I think that's why learning to listen to your intuition is helpful. I think what it is your body's innate wisdom and this inner knowing on this path. And I think so many of us really kind of get caught up in our brains and in our thoughts, and kind of make decisions in that way, which is fine. Absolutely. Like everyone, people can live happy, successful, fulfilled lives, not listening to their intuition. But I think that if you're here with me right now, I think it's a sign that you're interested in tapping into your intuition and understanding how to access that, what that means, how you can work on that to help benefit you. So Um, yeah, what did I talk about? How, what, why? I think I touched on all those. But wait, fuck around and find out. I love it. I love it. So you guys, so this is okay. This is gonna be totally like almost okay. I'm gonna bring in yesterday's affirmation about intuition and today's affirmation about hydration, water, and see if it's just like I love putting myself on the spot with these things. My intuition says this is quackery. Oh my god, that is hilarious. I love it. Good. Great. So, okay, so I'm gonna experiment with myself right here and give myself a challenge and how can I tie intuition with water potentially being your favorite beverage? Well, it's kind of easy, you guys, in a way, because water is the most important nutrient in our body. Why it like and the other thing, this is a fact, that water is the most common nutritional deficiency amongst Americans. And sadly, I think we all know that we need to be drinking more water, but we're not. So we're not listening to our body's innate intelligence or our intuition. I'm not saying everyone, okay? I'm not saying everyone. Yes, I'm doing like a kind of funny blanket statement with some facts and truths mixed in. But I think that the other thing about hydration is, oh my God, Allison, if you're still here, you're getting three in one. There's the body's intuition that we need more water. I mean, you know what? Allison Rodriguez Ornstein, thirst, the body's intuition that we need more water. I mean, need I say more? Like, need I say more? Totally. I know. Oh my God. But yes. I don't think I need to say more. I think Allison said it all. And, and, um, but one thing that I do want to add is that um, about being chronically dehydrated and not knowing it, sometimes, and having cravings with food, sometimes we literally are just dehydrated and we don't know it, but we think we're hungry. And I know you've heard this before, but and hey, maybe you are really hungry, but I would love for you to experiment. If you are intuitively aware that you are dehydrated, or even practically aware that you are chronically dehydrated. So, is that next time like you're feeling some sort of like a craving or hunger or something? Not always, because I hey, I'm a nutritional therapist and wellness coach, but I'm not perfect in any means in any of this. I've just been working on it for a long time and made a lot of progress and transformation. So I'm here to share that with you and guide you on that. But if I get into especially with like PMS or something, like if I get into a kind of like negative, like I want to overeat, and I know that it's super unhealthy, but I kind of just what I've actually really, it's super interesting, what helps when the times when I really follow through on this is I make myself a cup of warm lemon water. And there's something about that, taking a moment to turn on my kettle. I always have lemons in my refrigerator, and squeezing that half of a lemon, pouring that in, and sitting down and having this like warmth water. There's something about like the citrus that kind of like changes my palate in a way, but it's more honestly emotional. It's about this like kind of beautiful moment that I'm taking to hydrate, because it is healthier than maybe like going down a overeating, thing, spiral, or and I know intuitively that I'm nourishing myself, and that lemon water and that warmth, it really is soothing, not only to your digestive tract and your digestive system, but also I think emotionally. So that really is something that that really helps me is that. So I know I've been kind of all over the place, but if you just joined me, thank you. Watch from the beginning. It's a fun day. It's Monday, August 17th. And in the comments, I will share my hydration article. I also just do want to share that I am closing the doors this weekend, well, actually Friday, for my 6-week small group coaching course. It's called Nourish to Your Flourish. And I will post about that in the comments. And if you're curious to hear about that, I might be sharing a little bit more about it this week, but the group is almost full. So just wanted to make sure that everyone knows about that, and very excited about that. It starts next Wednesday. I'll put a link in the comments if you want to learn more about that. It's a holistic approach, 6 weeks holistic wellness approach to healing and nourishing your body and yourself. It's 2 weeks on mindset, 2 weeks on digestion and nutrition, and then 2 weeks on lifestyle, which really includes like sleep and boundaries and stuff like that. And this very loving, supportive, non-judgmental group of like-minded humans. So there you have it, guys. Thanks for joining me. I will be back tomorrow for tomorrow's affirmation, more fun and love and fresh perspective at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So until then, have a beautiful, safe day, and go infuse your water. Join me in hydrating and listening to that inner ding. Bye, guys.